Hello students, welcome back to the online classes. So students, please take out your English 2 book. Today we'll start nouns and their kinds. So we'll discuss now what is noun. So what is a noun? A noun is the word used as the name of a person, place or thing. So it is used, noun is used for a particular person, place or thing. For example, the sun shines bright. The sun shines bright. Now, what is the noun over here? The sun shines bright. The sun is a noun. Okay. Now, what are their kinds? Number one is common noun. Now, what is the common noun? Common noun is a name given in common to every person or thing of the same class or kind. So, it is a name given to common class or kind. Common, okay. Suppose boy, girl, city. Got it? So, these are called common nouns because it is used in common. A boy may be Hari, Ram, okay, Rahul, but a boy is a common noun over here. And Sita, Gita, Ram, Rahul, these are the names and these are called the proper nouns. And next one is proper noun. A proper noun is the name of some particular person or place. Now, as I have told you, a boy, okay, a boy must have a name. It's not that, hey boy, come here. Then there are many boys. Who will come? It's not it. So we have to say, yes, Rahul, please come here. Then only Rahul will come, not the other boys. It's not it. So now Rahul is a proper noun. Now coming to the compound nouns. Compound nouns are made of two or, remember, okay, two or more words and they function as a single word. Two or more words to function as a single word. Okay, two or more words. Example, suppose son in law. Okay, can you write only son? Son, if you write only son, then it will become your own son or some other son. But if you write in son-in-law, that means our own son-in-law. That means what? Own son. That varies the meaning, is not it or not? Son and son-in-law. So these are used in what? These are used in a group of. So these are group of words which functions as a single word. And again, one more example I will be giving you. Report card. Report card. You cannot use this word singly. If you use report, there will be it can be other meaning also. It's not it. And if you use card, then it will be other meaning, like invitation card, any card. It's not it. So report card means we particularly know it's a report card. Maybe the report card of the examination. Compound words may be written as one word, two separate words, or they may be joined with a hyphen. They may be joined with a hyphen. Okay, these are called hyphens. Now, concrete nouns. Now, what are concrete nouns? Concrete nouns can be experienced through the sense of touch, smell, sight, hearing, or taste. For example, flower, perfume. So, now what is concrete noun? Now, concrete noun we can know by our senses. Senses means eyes, nose, ears. Okay. So, suppose we close our eyes and we touch one flower, we can know, yes, this is a flower, it's not it. Or suppose we close our eyes and one perfume bottle is kept in the table and we can smell and we can say, oh, this is perfume. It's not it. So, this is called concrete nouns. Now, what is abstract nouns? Abstract nouns are nouns which cannot be perceived through the sense organs. Now, abstract nouns cannot be perceived by the sense organs. Now, what concrete nouns can be experienced through sense organs, but abstract noun cannot be perceived by experienced through our sense organs. Okay. They refer to ideas, qualities, emotions and concepts. Now, courage. So, you are very courageous. How can I say? You are very courageous. So, here courageous is abstract noun. Can we touch courage? No. Can we touch truth? No. So these are abstract in nature. Okay. So these are some of the qualities. Okay. Now the abstract noun attributes the qualities, ideas, emotions and concepts. Now come to collective nouns. Collective nouns are the nouns which are the names given to a group of people, animals and things. Here you have to remember collective. Collective means what? Collection, is not it? So that means a collection. That means it is not single. It is collective. It is not it collective. It's a group of people, animals or things. For example, a flock of birds. Okay, so that it is not talking about only one bird. It's flock of birds. That means there are many birds. Now countable nouns. Countable nouns are the names of objects, people, etc. Now countable nouns are those nouns which can be counted. The name itself signifies. It's not it. Countable. That means which can be counted. Now it's a very easy one. We can count what? We can count a book. We can count pens. So these are some of the examples of countable nouns. Now uncountable. Now it's very easy. If it is countable, then it is called countable nouns. And which is uncountable is called uncountable nouns. Uncountable nouns are the names of things that we cannot count. For example, milk, oil, sugar is not it. So can we count milk? No, milk cannot be counted. It cannot be separated. It is not it. Same likewise, oil, sugar. Can you count sugar one by one? It's impossible. So these are called uncountable nouns. Now singular nouns. Now when nouns refer to one person, place, animal, thing or idea, they are called singular nouns. That means singular means one. If it refers to only one place, one animal, one thing, one idea, so that is called singular nouns. For example, boy, cow, tree. Remember, okay, boy, cow, tree. Singular noun. Singular noun. Boy, cow, tree. It's not it. It's not it. So what is? So now what is plural nouns? When nouns refer to more than one person, animal, place, thing or idea, they are called plural nouns. Now this is one noun. A boy, cow, a tree. Now if it is boys, means there are many boys, cows, trees. So this is plural nouns. Okay. Now again, nouns can be classified on the basis of gender. Okay. Now nouns can be, remember. Now we have just now we studied kinds of nouns and there are 10 kinds of noun. It's not it. But now again, nouns can be classified on the basis of gender and they are number 1, feminine gender, masculine gender, common gender and neuter gender. Okay. So these are some of the nouns on the basis of gender. Now what is feminine gender? Nouns that refer to females belong to the feminine gender. It's very easy. The nouns which refer to females is called feminine gender. For example, niece, lioness is not niece, N-I-E-C-E, niece, lioness. The male is called lion and the female is called lioness. The male is called nephew. Female is called niece. Now masculine gender. Now masculine is very clear to you. Just now I said is not it. Now again the nouns which refers to the males is called masculine gender. For example, lion. Then nephew is not it. Feminine, lioness example. Then niece, N-I-E-C-E, niece. Then masculine will be lion. Then niece, it will come nephew in masculine. Now what is common gender? Now nouns which can be used for both males and females are of a common gender. Now common means now common of both male and female. For example, child, animal. See, now child, that child is crying. We don't know a gender, that child may be a boy or a girl, but we say the child is crying. I don't know whose child is this. It's not it. So we don't know the gender, then that is called common gender. Or animate all the flowers in our garden. It's not if we refer like that, but we don't know the goat is a male or a female, but we refer to as a common one. It's a goat, it might be a male or it might be a female. Then neuter genders. Now what is neuter genders? Nouns which refer to inanimate objects belong to the neuter gender. Now noun which refers to the inanimate object. Inanimate objects means lifeless object. Okay, lifeless object, no motion. Okay, now it belongs to the neuter gender. For example, cave, C-A-V-E, cave, book. Okay, cave. Now common gender I told you, child, then animal. Then neuter gender is cave, book. Is not it? Because these things are lifeless or motionless. Okay. So we have come to the end of chapter 3 and chapter 4 of English 2. Okay. So in the next class I shall give you all the bookworks and please write it down with pencil in the book itself. Till then, thank you and please read it home very carefully. Okay, thank you.